Hello all and welcome back to Tutors. So in this session, we are going to complete the class 11th organic chemistry chapter, the hydrocarbons. So we have already completed the 3/4 of the chapter and now we are going to look into the rest of the portions. So the first topic is mechanism of electrophilic substitution reaction. There are three steps in the mechanism of electrophilic substitution reaction. So they are generation of electrophile, formation of carbocation intermediate and removal of proton from carbocation intermediate. The first one is generation of electrophile. Here you can see from Cl2 the Lewis acid AlCl3 takes away one Cl minus. So here the Cl-Cl bond breaks and the electrophile Cl plus is generated with the help of the Lewis acid AlCl3. Okay. Similarly, in alkylation and acylation, here from CH3Cl, the Cl minus is taken away by AlCl3 and hence the electrophile CH3 plus is formed plus AlCl4 minus. Similarly, in acylation, the Cl bond breaks and the Cl minus is taken away by the Lewis acid and hence the electrophile is obtained. Okay. So in the case of nitration, the NO2 plus is produced by the transfer of a proton from sulfuric acid to nitric acid. Okay. So here the proton from sulfuric acid H plus is taken by the nitric acid and hence the sulfuric acid is formed as HSO4 minus. So from this a water molecule will be eliminated by the breakage of this bond, hence the electrophile NO2 plus is formed. This is called protonated nitric acid and this is nitronium ion, which is the electrophile. So basically what happens here is that here the sulfuric acid is acting as an acid whereas nitric acid is acting as a base by taking one H plus from the sulfuric acid. Okay. So the second step is formation of carbocation intermediate. Here the electrophile which is generated is attacking the benzene ring. So here you can see this bond breaks and here to this carbon the electrophile is attached and hence here the valence is not completed. So this carbon will be carrying a positive charge. So this bond breaks and electrophile is attached towards this carbon. So here the valence is not completed. So hence this will be carrying a positive charge and this is called as adenium ion and it is stable. This is stabilized by resonance. So you can see the resonance structures of adenium ion. The third step is removal of proton from carbocation intermediate. So here we have adenium ion which is formed in the previous step. AlCl4 minus. See here one Cl minus is extra, right? AlCl3 has already taken away one Cl minus for the formation of electrophile. So here this bond of H breaks and again a double bond is formed so as to fulfill the valence of this carbon and removal of this plus charge. So this bond breaks and here again the double bond is formed. So this H plus combines with the Cl minus in AlCl4 minus and forms HCl and again the Lewis acid AlCl3 is free. So the final product is obtained, that is electrophile will be attached here plus HCl by the combination of this H plus and Cl minus and the free Lewis acid. So this is the mechanism of electrophilic substitution reaction. Okay, so here I have combined all the reactions together which are given in your textbook. So this is the first step of generation of electrophile and this is the second step of formation of carbocation intermediate and this is the third step which is removal of proton from carbocation intermediate. Okay. So next is an important topic which is directive influence of functional group in monosubstituted benzene. So in the previous organic chemistry chapter, you have already learned about resonance effect and inductive effect and electromagnetic effect and all of that, right? So here we are talking about resonance effect. So here, what are the influence that are caused by functional group which is attached to the benzene ring? So we are going to look into that. The first one is plus R effect group. So basically what is resonance effect? So it is defined as the polarity produced in a molecule by the interaction of two pi bonds or lone pair of electrons or pi bond. So it is due to the interaction between lone pair and pi electrons, right? So here plus R effect group means positive resonance effect group. So here what happens, here the electron is taken away from the substituted group. That is, if a substituted group is attached on the benzene ring, the electron on the substituted group, it is taken away from the group. That is, it comes towards the benzene ring. So that is plus R effect group. So when here with the example phenol is shown, when this lone pair of electrons comes here, this bond shifts here. So here ortho and para positions will be having negative charge. See, ortho and para. So this ortho and para positions will be having more electron density. Okay, so hence these plus R effect groups are called as ortho para directing groups. Okay, so when an electrophile will be like attacked to benzene, it will be attached to ortho and para positions. So these are also called as activating groups. This activates the benzene ring. So these are called activating groups. So the examples are Cl, Br, I, OH, NH2, CH3, OCH3, NHCO, CH3, etc. So here you can see one point. The minus I effect of OH group operates due to which electron density on ortho-para positions reduces. But the overall electron density increases due to resonance effect, since here resonance effect is more than minus I effect. So you know inductive effect is the polarization of sigma bond caused by the polarization of adjacent sigma bond. That is inductive effect. Like basically it is due to the difference in electronegativity, right? So what is minus I effect group? Minus I means electron withdrawing inductive effect group. So OH is already having minus I effect, like it withdraws electron from the benzene ring, right? So here, but if it is withdrawing the electron from the benzene ring, then ortho and para won't be minus. I mean, it won't be carrying minus charge. But here you can see OH is represented as plus R effect group, where ortho and para is becoming minus, is becoming negative, right? So what is happening is basically here plus R effect is more than minus I effect. Like plus R effect is dominant than minus I effect. So this electron withdrawing property of OH is less than the other one, that is plus R effect, right? I hope that is clear. Like the negative effect of OH group will be already causing less electron density on ortho and para positions, but here that is not happening. Here the reverse is happening, that is ortho and para positions are having more electron density, right? So that is due to the plus R effect of OH group. So here plus R effect is dominating the minus I effect. That is a point to be noted. Next is minus R effect group. So this is exact opposite of plus R effect group, that is they are meta directing groups. That is the ortho and para positions will be less negative than meta, like you'll be having a slight positive charge. Okay, so the electrophile, since they are electron loving species, they won't be attacking the positive species, right? I mean, if ortho and para are positive, then electrophile won't be attached over here, but it will be attached towards less positive or more negative side, that is meta. So they are meta directing group, and they are also known as deactivating group. So the examples of minus R effect groups are NO2, CHO, CN, COR, COH, etc. So here nitro group reduces electron density in benzene ring due to strong minus I effect. Okay, so here like we have already discussed about OH group. In OH group the minus I effect is not that strong. So hence plus R effect is more. Like here, if minus A effect was more, the electron density will be withdrawn from the group. So that is not happening in the case of phenol, right? But here in the case of nitrobenzene, what is happening is that like nitro group is having strong minus I effect group, that is strong electron withdrawing tendency. So the electron density will be withdrawn from the benzene ring, and hence it makes the ortho and para positions positive. So when electron is withdrawn, see this double bond goes over this oxygen, and hence so as to complete the valency, this bond breaks and it goes over here, right? So this will be automatically carrying a positive charge, and on resonance this will be carrying a positive. So ortho and para positions becomes positive. So hence meta is more negative, like, or less positive. So the electrophile will be attacking the meta position only. Okay. So next is okay, we're having some addition reactions. So the first one is hydrogenation, that is benzene on reaction with H2 in the presence of nickel, and on heating gives cyclohexane. So if you want to convert benzene into cyclohexane, just only hydrogenation is required, that is H3 in the presence of nickel, and heating it gives cyclohexane. Okay. So this reaction is halogenation or chlorination. So benzene plus Cl2, I think here 3Cl2, it's not 6Cl2, it is 3Cl2. Okay. Benzene plus 3Cl2 in the presence of UV and 500 Kelvin gives hexachlorocyclohexane or benzene hexachloride plus 6HCl. I mean 3HCl, right? 3HCl. Okay, that is a mistake, guys. 1 second. Okay, so that was a mistake. So here you can see benzene plus 3Cl2 in the presence of UV and 500 Kelvin gives hexachlorocyclohexane or benzene hexachloride. So here the molecular formula is C6H6Cl6. So in the previous session, I have already mentioned about a reaction in which excess electrophile is added to benzene, like in Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. I don't know, not acylation, I think in halogenation reaction in electrophilic substitution, I've already told that if extra electrophile is added, like for example benzene plus 6Cl2, it gives the product hexachlorobenzene C6Cl6. So in the last session I've told you that there is a similar reaction which is going to come in the further topics. So it has like similar products. It can be confusing, but they are totally different. So here what happens, benzene plus 3Cl2, the presence of UV and 500 Kelvin, it gives hexachlorocyclohexane or benzene hexachloride. Here all are single bond, right? Cyclohexane, hexachlorocyclohexane. So here H is also attached, which is not shown, but H is also there. So it is C6H6Cl6. Whereas the in the other reaction, see, it was hexachlorobenzene and this is benzene hexachloride. So this can be confusing. So I would suggest that you can learn it parallelly so that you can make it thorough. Like this is hexachlorobenzene and this is benzene hexachloride. This is the product which is obtained when excess electrophile is added to benzene during electrophilic substitution reaction like halogenation. You'll be getting hexachlorobenzene, whereas in normal halogenation you'll be getting in addition reaction you'll be getting benzene hexachloride. Okay, so we have the last topic, which is carcinogenicity and toxicity. So in some benzene and polynuclear hydrocarbons, some of the compounds will be having more than 2 benzene rings which are fused together, right? So such kind of compounds are having cancer producing property and they are toxic. Okay, so here you can see like more than 2 benzene rings are fused together. Here there are 5 benzene rings, here there are 3. Okay, so such kind of compounds are having cancer producing property and they are toxic. So how are these formed? So these are formed due to incomplete combustion of some organic materials like tobacco, coal and petroleum, etc. Okay, this is formed due to incomplete combustion. So this can cause various like health problems, like it can undergo many biochemical reactions in the body, and it can damage the DNA and also cause cancer. So these are some of the examples of such kind of compounds. Okay, so that is all with the chapter hydrocarbons. I hope I was able to convey all the important points well and you guys understood. So all the best and thank you.